Legend is the word that comes to mind when we think about Minato Namikaze. He was renowned all over the world as Konoha's Yellow Flash. He was so feared that his arriving at the battlefield was enough to tremble and scare entire armies of ninjas. We have seen Minato into action several times and saw a lot of techniques from him. However, there is one ultimate secret technique which I think most of you did not know he could use, and this is the topic we will talk about today. But before starting, I want to ask you all to like this video and subscribe to this channel for more. I hope you all have a great day. Now let's start the video. Well, Minato was one of the most powerful shinobi in history, considered by many as unmatched by anyone else. During the Third Shinobi World War, fleet-on-sight orders were given to enemy shinobi should they encounter him. In the anime, he was able to single-handedly wipe out an army of 1,000 Iwagakure shinobi, a feat that forced Onoki to accept a peace treaty. During the Nine Tails attack on Konoha, it was only through Minato's actions that Tobi and the Fox were defeated and the village was saved from destruction. Over a decade later, with the looming threat of Orochimaru approaching, Minato was believed to be the only one who could have stopped the Sannin. Minato's fighting style revolved mainly around suddenly appearing and just as quickly taking down enemies, often excluding traditional time-consuming methods such as hand seals. Most of the techniques we have seen from Minato are synchronized or at least have to be done with his teleportation technique, the Flying Thunder God technique. With the usage of this technique, he finishes his opponents with the Rasengan or by fierce cutting. The techniques we have seen from Minato are very limited because we have not seen him while he was an active ninja. In fact, what we know the most about him comes from the Fourth Great Ninja World War and his final battle with the Nine Tails. Yeah, we've also seen Minato in Kakashi and Obito's flashback, but his screen time during that was very limited, since his students were the main focus during that flashback, not him. As I said earlier, Minato was renowned all over the world as the Yellow Flash. A lot of people think that he gained it because of his hair and usage of Flying Thunder God. Well, that could be true, but I think he is nicknamed that for one particular technique, and that technique is Rasen Senkocho Rinbuko Sanshik, also known as Spiraling Flash Super Round Dance House Style 3. This technique was devised by Minato Namikaze and employs the use of the Flying Thunder God technique. Minato throws 6 Flying Thunder God kunai behind the enemy and teleports to them. The technique can also be used with the help of a shadow clone, though this is not a compulsory component of the technique's execution. It should be noted that this technique has never been seen in its entirety. In Naruto chapter 639, during the Fourth Shinobi World War, Minato was planning on using this technique. He teleports his clone to his side and prepares to use the Spiraling Flash Super Round Dance House Style 3 technique with the clone. However, he was interrupted and was unable to use the technique, and right when he was going to use it, he joined Tobirama, Naruto, and Sasuke to directly fight against Ten Tails Obito. It's true, we have not seen this technique in the manga, but we saw it in Naruto Shippuden episode 417. In the anime, the usage of the technique was enough to defeat an entire platoon of shinobi. Though it was not seen directly, it produced a lightning flash and repelled the enemies with great force. It also seems to require the kunai to be placed in a circular pattern, a possible reference to its name. Another source of seeing techniques besides manga and anime are official Naruto games. In Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm Revolution and 4, he uses a similar technique, Flying Thunder God Space-Time Hurricane Flash Sequential Steps Style 0. While using this technique, Minato throws several Flying Thunder God kunai at his opponent, teleports to one of them, and kicks the opponent, sending them flying back. While they are still in the air, he creates a shadow clone which teleports repeatedly to the Flying Thunder God kunai around the opponent, constantly slashing them. Minato then goes into Ten Tails Chakra mode, charging a Rasengan. The shadow clone catches the opponent and teleports them directly in front of Minato, who lands his Rasengan, sending them a long way before the Rasengan expands. While using this technique, yellow sparks can be seen. I think the same thing also appears while he uses Spiraling Flash Super Round Dance Howl Style 3, and using that technique could have had a vital role in getting Yellow Flash as a nickname. Unlike the Naruto Storm series, in another official Naruto game, Shinobi Striker, Minato explicitly uses Rasen Flash Super Circle Dance Howl Stage 3, which is basically a guaranteed hit. You use it against a target who is not facing you or running away to catch them off guard. Since this technique has multiple close proximity hits with good tracking, it can even counter opponents with an active Sharingan. According to the 4th Naruto databook, Minato was proficient in the nature transformations of fire, wind, lightning, along with yin and yang release. We have never seen him using any of the nature transformations in action, except when using Spiraling Flash Super Round Dance Howl Style 3. We don't know exactly if he uses nature transformation or not, but I think the yellow sparks could be because of lightning release. As it was already shown in the Raikage's case when he was using lightning chakra armor, we know that this nature transformation makes his user much faster than he already is. So now imagine Minato, who is already the fastest shinobi of his time, as a base, adding lightning release to his teleportation technique. He would be untouchable, and I can't see anybody, maybe besides High Six Paths characters, touching him. In Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker, we can see how overpoweredly fast he looks, and I have a really hard time thinking that anyone could match him if he used that technique. Minato got worldwide famous after defeating the Hidden Stone army by himself. A lot of people think that Minato has killed 1,000 ninjas, but this is not the case. He has never done that. I think this was a misunderstood line from Onoki from the Shadow of the Anbu arc. Onoki says, "With our pride on our line, we sent 1,000 of our shinobi, and I hear that it took just one of them, the Yellow Flash, to stop the invasion," and that's the reality of it. Minato was credited by Onoki for stopping the Hidden Stone's invasion. He did not say he killed 1,000 shinobi. The manga goes more in-depth in Kakashi Gaiden. Minato lays out the situation to his team and tells them that the Hidden Stone has deployed 1,000 shinobi to the front line to invade the Hidden Grass Village. Minato then tells his team that after they make it to the border, Team Kakashi will sabotage a crucial bridge while Minato will head to the front line. Minato shows up to the front lines when their forces are now at 50, while Konoha only has 4 shinobi remaining. Like Onoki just said in the Shadow of the Anbu episode, they were about to succeed in their invasion, 50 versus 4, before Minato showed up and beat the remaining 50 in an instant, ending the invasion. Defeating 50 ninjas is no joke, and he got worldwide fame especially after this battle. This technique seems to be very effective against an army of ninjas, and I think Minato has used it in this battle against the Iwagakure army. I'm really disappointed that we never saw this technique in action. It was without a doubt the most hyped technique he has, and sadly we never got to see it in action. I hope someday we will get a Minato spin-off, where we will see a lot of things that went off screen, including him using this technique. Anyway, I guess this is all for today. What do you think? How strong was this technique really? Let me know in the comments, like this video, and subscribe to the channel for more. Astrojack out. Bye.